Drew, this is a must-win for you. You cannot go down either 3-0 or just get goose-egged in this segment.
Well, if this is a must-win for me, then it is the triple must-win. Because it's a double must-win for these guys, that's for darn sure. Both of them coming off demoralizing week 1 losses. The Ravens need it. They're at home. All right, the Ravens need look, their division isn't as tough as we thought it was going to be with the injuries, so it wouldn't put them in playoff jeopardy. But you got the Chiefs coming next, and you got the Chiefs coming again. So 1 and 3 would be on the board. All right.
I missed you.
That is not good. For Detroit, Detroit, I mean, you put 50 up on the Bears. That's not much. That's not much. You can't be excited about it. Look, putting the 50 piece on the Bears.
No, but it's like where you like one misstep on the pommel horse and then you're just done.
Putting a 50 piece on the Bears does not erase the sour taste from your mouth from what happened on opening night against the Packers. And so they need to be the good team. So double must win, triple must win if you throw me in.
Coach?
Yeah, he just Jordan loved this segment right there. So here's my feeling about this: is you have your Super Bowl last week, right? You're playing your former coordinator, and we don't get enough credit, and we're gonna pay him back. And so then we're going to score a bunch of points, and then we're going to dance in the end zone for some choreography that you probably took 45 minutes during practice to get. And guess what? Now you're playing against someone that's a heavyweight. So let's see whether you can battle against a heavyweight as opposed to a club that's
emerging.
Is a very kind way to say it. And so yeah, to me, Detroit's got to show that they can fight with the big boys, with the changes that have been made, and it's also a situation where they're going to be chasing Green Bay, and I don't think Baltimore's chasing anybody in the division, even if they lose.
Well, so here's the thing. If Detroit loses, no one will write them off, and we will say, listen, they lost to maybe the 2 best teams in the league. Long season, they're getting another shot at Green Bay later in the year. If Baltimore loses, then it's like, hold on a second, because they do go to Kansas City next week. And then all of a sudden they're staring at potentially we're 1 and 3, and our 1 win, we all know, doesn't really count. This is the Browns. We played 3 teams. We are the ultimate SBOB team, according to the inventor of SBOB, Chris Broussard. And we play week 1, the Bills, we give it away. Week 2, we lose to 3 to a Lions team, and week 4, lose to Kansas City. So the Ravens have to win this game. And they're at home. The Lions would like to win this game. It is a single must-win just for both.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. Actually, for me, it's a must-win for the Baltimore Ravens. I've said this a lot, that the Ravens are supposed to be this great team, this special team led by this great and special all-time great quarterback in Lamar Jackson. And so these are the games that you're supposed to be able to consistently and reliably win, right? And just look to your closest competitor, the Kansas City Chiefs. These are the games that the Kansas City Chiefs, when they were, in their prime, that they find ways to win, no matter what the situation is. So you can say, oh, well, the Ravens defense isn't perfect right now, or this, that. And it's just like, well, Lamar Jackson in this offense should still be cooking, man. Juju, just Lamar, Derrick Henry, Zay, like just those 3 guys alone should be able to just get it, should be able to get after it. I mean, if Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears offense had a semblance of production, certainly Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens should, that's for sure. If the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love could get after it, well, certainly Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens can. And so, that's just the lens that I'm looking at, because I had a conversation with someone in the comment section, a Ravens fan, where I made my one video saying, listen, I think the Ravens, for me, it's like they got to be the 1st or 2nd seed this season, especially with the Chiefs going backwards and whatnot, and any of these other random teams kind of slipping up, like the Broncos and whatnot. Obviously, the 1 seed's a little bit harder because you lost to the Bills, but you're going to have, you're going to have a lot easier go at it in the division. The Cleveland Browns are an absolute mess. Joe Burrow is now injured, so you're going to be playing backup quarterbacks, and then you're going up against a 74-year-old Aaron Rodgers. So it's just like the division is obviously on a silver platter for you to get after, and a lot of wins there too. But you're going to obviously have other tough games against Kansas City Chiefs, against the Lions. And to me, the way how I look at it, it's just like, yeah, but if you're a great team, you win these games. It's not to say that you're going to win every single tough game. That's obviously not the case, but it's just like you should be coming out on top more often than not. And what I always talk about, and this is going to be my same take for the Ravens-Chiefs game, that like the Lions now, they're kind of going through a new evolution of their team. They have 2 new coordinators now. This Ravens team should be good enough where that's all it takes. All they need is a slight edge, and then they will be able to get after you. That is what the great teams consistently are able to do, is they just need the tiniest bit of an edge, and that's all it takes. Then we win, game, set, match. And it's the same thing going up against the Kansas City Chiefs now in a couple weeks, where it's just like they're not full strength. They're missing their wide receiver 1. Their defense is not as great as it has been in years past. Patrick Mahomes has not been as on time as he once was and as accurate. Travis Kelce is not who he once was. It's like, that should be enough, man. That should be enough. Get after, because if you can't beat an imperfect, hobbled Kansas City Chiefs team, well, then it's just like then when are you going to do it? Because, they're going to get better. At least they should be that. The healthier and more complete they get. And so it's just for the Ravens, it just gets real boiled down to me, where it's like, you're either great or you're not. You're either a top team or you're not. And I just look at the Ravens through very high expectations and belief in them. And so it's just like, to me, it's a must win. And I think maybe under different circumstances, where you come away with the win against the Bills and you obviously beat the Browns, and now you're 2-0, you can leave the door open more for some of these games where it's like, yeah, you lost to a tough team, but like, what are you going to do about it? You can't win every game. It's like, in a way, that's kind of what happened to the Bills, and you kind of already burned that card. But I kind of agree with what Nick is saying, where it's like, if you lose to the Lions, well, then the door's open to lose to the Chiefs then. And, and on we go. And we did see the Detroit Lions play against the Chicago Bears, and yeah, they're all happy. Like, see, we won. We're amazing. Everyone doubted us, and it's like, yeah, the Chicago Bears are not a good franchise and not a good team, and were awful last year. Okay, now they got a whole new coaching staff with a second-year quarterback. Like, you should beat them. They should still be little brother to you. Okay, like that is what should happen. And celebrating it as if you just beat a juggernaut of a team is kind of absurd, because you did play a great team the week before and you did not look so good. And there should be no real reason why a Green Bay Packers team is able to leapfrog the Baltimore Ravens in terms of greatness, of how great of a team you are. And if they did, then real questions need to be answered about this Baltimore Ravens team. So again, it doesn't all boil down to this game, especially if it turns out that the Lions are, hey, you know what? Like, we didn't miss a beat. Ben Johnson, who were a great team, and then it's just like, yeah, I can't win every great game. But this is one of those games where it's you wish you had a little bit more information going into it, because there is a question mark about, for me at least, a Detroit Lions. I don't have a question mark about the Baltimore Ravens, but losing a game like this, if they do, then gives me a bit of a question mark. If they lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, it does give me a bit of a question mark. So I'm just like, well, wait a second, like, why? Like, you can't beat the Kansas City Chiefs when they're full strength right now. Like, wait, like, or when they're not full strength. Like, come on. Like they've been, reeling right now. Like, why can't you find ways to expose teams when they're not perfect, when they're hobbled? And so, those would be the questions that would rise to me. So, yeah, we'll find out on Monday. It's a good standalone Monday night game, although I think we're having another doubleheader on Monday, I think, if we're not mistaken. But I'm not positive. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Baltimore Ravens? Do you think it's a must-win for them or must-win for the Detroit Lions? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.